idea the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make.
Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
Okay, guys, we're back. This is a preview episode for episode 172, Uncorked. This movie is readily available on Netflix, so that you know that for next week when you watch or listen to this episode. The synopsis for this story is a young man upsets his father when he pursues his dream of becoming a master sommelier instead of joining the family barbecue business. So check that out on Netflix. Seems pretty interesting. It's got Niecy Nash and Courtney B. Vance as the mother and father of the story. So this should be interesting. If you don't know what a sommelier is, it's kind of a wine expert, so to speak. They generally work in restaurants and recommend wine for very high-end folks.
So it's a professional wine sniffer.
Yeah, and wine taster. They taste some of your wine that you paid for.
That's a good job.
Like out of the bottle that you just fucking purchased?
Yeah, they pour. I mean, it's like
I don't give a fuck, love. Like, no.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you. You
ever had corked wine before? I have.
Drink wine.
What's that?
I don't drink wine.
Well, there you go. If you've had corked wine before, you know the reason why you'd rather them do it than you. So, yeah, I've had it happen once. It was awful. Look, this movie is close and dear to my heart. Finally, a movie that touches on my interest.
So wait a minute. There's a possibility that the wine that you buy is going to be garbage.
Sometimes it can be sealed. Like basically the cork can go bad, and basically it's not sealed properly. That happens.
It's a crapshoot. So what happens if it? What happens if
it's super rare. It's super rare.
If you pay a pretty penny for a bottle of wine and it's fucked up,
you get a new bottle of wine.
Return it, right?
well, yeah. I mean, if it's corked and if you bought it at a store and it's corked.
No, I'm talking about like at the restaurant.
Oh, that happened to me. That happened to my wife and I. We were like, this isn't right. And the guy tried it. He was like, this isn't right. And so they have multiple bottles of that. Like, we're not drinking something so exclusive. And they
bring you another bottle, and you don't have to pay extra.
No, fuck no.
Oh, okay, that's what I was about to say, nigga. I'm not. No.
Good luck, nigga. Like, no, that's not how they do it. Like, they brought another one, and I think the entire batch was fucked up. It wasn't sealed properly, so we just got a whole new bottle of wine. We were fine. No, they don't make you pay extra. That would be crazy. Imagine you open a can of Coors and it's just empty, and they're like, "Nah, you got to pay for that, though." Like, seems unfair. Yeah, so check out Uncorked. Apparently, it's getting pretty good reviews, so I am actually pretty interested to watch it. Okay, random topic this week is about, obviously, COVID-19 is keeping us from being in the same room, but it is also starting to, I would argue, exposing some serious disparities in the American health system, which is obvious, but specifically towards black and brown people and black people very specifically. There have been a number of articles talking about how the death rates for COVID-19 are as high as 70 to 72% in places like, Terrence, you said in Chicago specifically, and then in Mississippi as the entire state, 72% of all deaths from COVID-19 are black people specifically. Not just people of color.
I'm sorry to cut you off. According to St. Louis Post-Dispatch, as of Wednesday, the city of St. Louis has over 480 confirmed cases of coronavirus infections, and all 12 people that have died have been black.
Yeah. I know some smaller-minded people would say, "Yo, they trying to kill us, yo." That's not what this is. This is a massive disparity in the healthcare system, which is, I hate to say it because it seems like the easy answer, but racism and slavery, like that is the reason why things are the way they are, why black people are, have less access to medical care. We can't afford it. When we do have access, and we get shittier care when we do have access to it. Also, our diets are generally worse because food deserts and, holdovers of slavery and all these other things. But what it actually is really showing, all of those things being true, is just a convergence of a lot of bad factors that is causing a lot of really shitty situation to be even that much worse for us specifically.
And we have a lot of underlying conditions, diabetes,
yes,
high blood pressure. All of that leads to the fact that Black folks are unable to get over it when they actually do get it because of those issues. So,
yeah,
times.
Yeah, there was a barber who died in Mississippi specifically. Mississippi, by the way, is one of the one of the hotbeds that you'll probably be hearing about a lot more, I guess, in the coming weeks. New York is obviously the focus just because they have so many cases right now. But Mississippi and Alabama are two really real dangerous hotbeds. There was a barber who died in Mississippi who had been cutting people's hair and was just like, I guess, still trying to make some money. And he got COVID-19 and died, which is terrifying in a lot of ways. Obviously, for him having to still feel the need to work during that time, whether it's just he had to or just felt like he wanted to, I can't speak to that. But that part is a real tragedy. How many people he possibly infected? You don't know, right?
Right.
You assume that most of his patrons were Black as well. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? I mean, as a generality, not specifically that.
Yeah, I mean, we hard headed, and people think like I was listening to the radio, and there was an incident that happened in Baltimore where a cop was walking through a housing project for whatever reason, intentionally coughing in people's directions, and
that's one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard.
It is. It is. And one of the people that lived there, she was, being indignant towards him, like, yo, fuck you, yo. That's why we can't get it. That's a white people disease. So you can do all that coughing all you want because we can't get it. That's y'all that be getting that shit. And people think that.
Like, we were joking about that, my nigga. That wasn't real.
Right. Like, yo, Idris Elba got it. Yo. Like basketball players.
Right. Like, these are superheroes, goddammit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
If Barack Obama get it, I don't think we would be able to recover.
If Barack Obama get it, I mean, God, you will find, look, we're going to come up with a cure.
Yeah, like, look, we got to figure something out. Get George Washington Carver's great-great-grandson on this shit. Use some peanuts. Figure it out.
But yeah, man, it's I don't know if it's just a lack of information or a lack of caring or just us being gullible about stuff, man. Like, but a lot of people think that Black people can't get it. A lot of people think that they just can't get it. Period. Like,
yeah, it ain't just Black people, dude. Like, it's a lot of fucking muscle heads fucking out here. Just I'm invincible, yo. Okay.
Right. Right. My mother was upset because I didn't want to bring my son over there because they're bored and we're bored. But I didn't feel comfortable bringing them in the house. And she was like, "Oh, but we keep a room, we keep a clean house." Like, that's not it. It's not about keeping a clean house.
No.
Does Daddy go to work? Yeah. Well, then that we ain't going. Like, it's that simple, yo.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's not about cleanliness.
You just told me you went to the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I get it. It's frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like, you're just chilling in your house, yo. Like, it's not a snow day, yo. It's not a snow day. It's not President's Day. You can't this ain't a free day off, yo. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
There's a reason why they're doing staying home, like they're doing this whole lockdown. Well, not necessarily lockdown, but there's a reason why they want people to stay the fuck apart from each other, because people are dying, no matter what race you are. Like, it's a virus. Viruses don't see color. The
Yes.
annoying white person of of the
of the virus,
the medical of whatever
infectious diseases.
Yeah, they don't see it. Like, none of that shit matters. And yeah, we are pretty goddamn hard headed. Like we as black folks like to gather. We just do.
Yeah, we're community-based folks, like we are.
Yeah, and unfortunately, and yeah, we let anybody into our community from time to time, and there's an unwanted guest that is fucking us all the way up. But y'all don't. But and again, when you always say we're conspiratorial as well, like we don't trust a lot of shit that we see. But at the same time,
Yeah, I'm so irritated.
When you see all of these numbers, like, are they fake? Do you think they're fake?
People do.
88,000 people are dead across the world, all over the world.
People think they're fake because they'll resort to anecdotal evidence. Well, how many people do you know that have it? Like,
it's like I know people that know people that have it, had it, or have had it. It's I'm like 1 degree of separation from people that have had it. It's weird. So yeah, I do know people that have had it. I don't know anyone directly that has had it, but it's a fact. Like, it happens.
I just think that we haven't, and I've said this on our political show, Look Forward. Like, I don't think we still haven't hit that moment where we've had like a big person die, right? Like, that everybody knows, and like, please don't. Like, if it's like a Tom Hanks kind of person, right? Level person where people go, oh shit. Like, it's like, and it's sad because people are so fucking hard-headed. They don't believe that it's real until you see something like that, right? Like a Tom Hanks or an Idris Elba. I hope neither one of those guys, they both seem fine. But like, you know, to that level, like, I feel like you need somebody weirdly to die like that to like wake everybody up and go, oh shit, if it can happen to this multi-millionaire who seems to live a privileged life, then it could happen to me, right? But I just, I'm not a Republican, so I don't need things that happen to me directly to like understand that, extrapolate it out to the world. But to me, it's irritating on two levels. It's irritating from like the conspiratorial standpoint. Like, that shit pisses me off. Stop putting up maps of where 5G towers are and saying, well, look, that's where the coronavirus is. Nigga, they don't put 5G towers in the middle of nowhere. They put it where people are. Shut up. Like, it's a density fucking map. Don't be stupid.
How many do people even know what the G in 5G stands for?
No, nigga, they don't. They don't. Like you're making 5G conspiracies and posting them on Facebook with your cell phone. Shut up, yo. Shut up, yo. This shit doesn't make any sense. Yo, what about 4G? Nigga, you're on your phone. Yo. You're on your phone.
No, it's not. It's not the phone, Jay. It's the towers that cause the problem.
You know what? I'm the idiot. Sorry. I'm the idiot. I'm the fool. You know what? You got it.
That shit is driving me absolutely.
Yo, I see people like, yo, they're like,
that are like, yo, did you see those videos with the birds falling? I'm like, yo, okay. Explain it. Like the analogy I put up.
Are you a bird, nigga?
Here's the thing. I put like,
I could be.
Somebody posted a story about the 5G shit, and I
unfriend.
No, it was in the fan group. I forgot what. They didn't post it as in like, yo, look at this shit, it's crazy. They did it to mock it. But
okay.
Jesus Christ. I just saw something. I just posted, but I posted about Chernobyl.
Right.
Like, that was a nuclear power plant that exploded.
not a cell tower.
Not a fucking cell tower. And that's radiation that will kill you.
Yeah, not a cell tower, dum.
Not the microwaves coming from like right.
This nigga putting a hot pocket in the microwave. Yo, these 5G towers is crazy, nigga. What are you doing?
Right. It's the same shit, and the microwave is even more dangerous.
It definitely is. No, but these hot pockets is good, yo.
With your fucking phone to your ear, or your Bluetooth to your fucking embedded deep in your ear canal and shit.
Nah, yo, but the 5G.
All right, yo.
I'm getting cancer right now.
Yeah.
I got coronavirus right now because I got my earbuds in. Shut up.
So there's that part that irritates the shit out of me because I just, I am a person of logic, and I cannot stand listening to. Even if I don't agree with your argument, don't use bullshit logic. It just drives me crazy. Like I can't deal with it. So there's that side, but then there's the other side of like we are. Like there are folks who are not taking it seriously. Like there's still big gatherings in Florida and other places in the South. Black folks going to funerals and weddings and like we gonna celebrate or whatever. Like fuck all this coronavirus shit. And that to me is somehow even more irritating because yes, in that moment, it feels good, right? It feels good to, like, I get it. Like, we like to push back against authority. I totally understand that, right? But what you're doing is you are putting yourself and your family and your friends in harm's way. And we are not the best when it comes to health. Like, we just aren't. By the way, and I don't even, and I'm saying that because we're talking about black folks specifically, but I say that about the South, period. Like, Americans are shitty about their health. But the South has a lot of fucking problems with its health. It does. And that's not trying to shit on the South at all. But it does. There's more upper respiratory issues. There's more diabetics. There are just people suffering from a lot of things. And look, some of it is self-induced, some of it isn't, right? There was an article I read, I think it was in the New York Times, and they were like, yo, the South is a perfect storm for a fucking nightmare scenario. And if you think New York is bad, you wait till this shit goes fucking supernova in Alabama and Mississippi and places like that. Mississippi is generally rated the 50th state in the union for pretty much everything, right? Education and health care and everything. And it's not by happenstance that it is the state that has the most black people in it, right? They get treated like garbage. And nobody gives a fuck about them. We got to take this shit seriously because we will not survive it if we don't. We just simply won't. And I'm saying that hoping that those people are okay. That's not a judgment of those people. I'm hoping not to see black people 70% of the deaths in these states. I'm not hoping for white people either. Look, I'm just hoping people just stay the fuck away from each other. Look, all you gotta do is stay home and play PlayStation and shut the fuck up. That's it. That's it. Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out tomorrow. Just stay home, please. Just stay home if you can. And the people who have to be the sort of the frontline folks, doctors, nurses, people working in grocery stores and that kind of stuff. Look, I appreciate you, man. I do. I truly do. But if you can stay home, stay home. And if you can't, be safe. Take this shit seriously. Like I get so angry watching scenarios where black people and just people in general are suffering because of stupidity. And stupidity of the federal government. Don't fucking get me started on how shitty they've been. But there are things that we can do because we have to fend for ourselves. Like there ain't no fucking cavalry coming. We have to fend for ourselves. And if that means just not going to your cousin's birthday party, don't go to your cousin's birthday party. They're going to have to understand.
Like it means not going to your grandmother's funeral, which is what we have to do.
Right.
We can't. My wife's grandmother died couple of days ago, and we can't go to her funeral. Her grandmother is her father's mother. He can't go to his mother's funeral because he lives in Georgia and she died in Florida.
Right. And isn't he's
fucked up.
And he's also didn't he just get over cancer too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's too vulnerable.
Yeah, he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But if they can do it, if they can just sit at home, you can.
Right. And that's heartbreaking, man. Like I can't, like if something happened to my mom, I cannot imagine not being able to bury her in like a proper way. I can't. And like, I feel sorry for him. I really, truly do. That is heartbreaking. But at the same time, I can't risk my life, my wife's life, my daughter's life. I can't. It would just have to wait. It just would. So, and like I'm seeing all these like preachers and pastors. Oh, we having church anyway. Stop that shit, man. Don't fall for that dumb shit. Look. I'm not religious, okay? So I'm gonna give you the non-religious aspect. That shit is crazy to me. But if I had to look at from the religious aspect, you can pray at home, nigga. Jesus ain't say nothing about you got to be in a building. He said the opposite. The fuck? Stay home.
Some pastor, I think in Louisiana. or
Visit
some
me
shit
on the
was
internet.
like-
That's a quote from Jesus.
he was like, real Christians aren't afraid to die from COVID-19.
I saw that. He
I'm
was
just
white.
like,
He was
nigga,
white.
What the fuck?
Nigga, then go to a hospital with no mask on. You ain't afraid? Go ahead. Go ahead. You invincible. Jesus got your
Right.
back. Go ahead in there.
As he says that shit from his fucking house paid for by his congregation and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I have to tell you though, boy, are you seeing the real Christians versus the charlatans right now. Like, there's no argument. Saw Jamal Bryant charging people $125 to get coronavirus tests. $125. Interesting. You can get it for free through the government, but this nigga got to get his dick wet just a little bit. Make sure his people are okay.
That shit was.
Yo, why do you guys follow these guys? I don't get it.
Over the last like 3 weeks,
It's amazing.
made me fucking furious. That was one of them.
I'm like, yo, it's.
$125. Okay.
He was like, I mean, Jesus want me to get that new PlayStation. I need that money. Jesus wanted me to get a Lotus. I mean, come on now. When the dealerships open up, I'm supposed to drive a RAV4? Get out of here. No, that's piece of shit behavior. It's piece of shit behavior. Like, pay attention, man. Like, look, you're religious or not, that's fine. Stop listening to charlatans. Like, they're real reverends and shit who believe in real shit. These guys are out for money. They're not there for you. And they're putting your life in danger. They just are. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But please just be safe.
This is nothing new. Like, this has happened before. The only difference is we have modern medicine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only difference. I could keep going back to the swine flu of 1918.
Or the Spanish flu.
That shit, or the Spanish flu. Well, they call it the Spanish. It's kind of fucked up why they call it the Spanish flu. They call it the Spanish flu because Mexico was like, yeah, this is an issue. They were the only ones that had transparency.
And they were like, Spanish.
Yeah, they were like, yo, people out here are dying, and they were putting it in the newspaper and shit. And then they were like, oh, so y'all niggas are the reasons. Like, no, not really. It started in like France or some shit like that, and it wiped out 100 million people because they didn't know what the fuck was going on. They were like using leeches and shit.
So they basically went by the whoever smelt it dealt it fucking logic.
Right. Like, they just didn't have what it took to fight it. They didn't come up with a cure for it. They had to let it run its course. Yeah. And its course knocked out 100 million people. Yeah. 50 to 100 million.
I think it was like 2% of the world population or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. And yeah, we just got immune to it. We just built up an immunity from generations. So.
Right. And that killed like mostly young people, like between the ages like 18 and 29 or something.
It was 20 to 40.
Oh, okay.
Because their immune systems were so good that they went into overdrive.
Yeah, it overreacted.
When they got, and it just killed them. They drowned in their own fucking, like, lung fluid. That's horrible. This was essentially happening with this one, too, but yeah. Because they didn't know, and they didn't know what social distancing was. it's fucked up. It's nothing new, but, like, we have the equipment to try to keep it at bay. Yeah. And our government's retarded. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
which is why we have the highest amount of cases in the fucking world right now.
Yep.
That's why. That's the only reason why, because our government is trash.
Yeah, we got our first case of COVID-19 on the same day that South Korea did, and they have 200 deaths. Right. Great. Yeah. We're over 16,000 at this point. Yeah. But hey, guys, I mean, I don't know. Probably Hillary would have done the same thing. I guess I don't know. It's probably the same.
Two sides of the same coin. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, don't vote or whatever, I guess. Fucking morons.
Yeah, he got to earn it. Biden has to earn your vote. I saw that thread.
Yeah, that guy can kiss my ass. How about that? He can kiss my ass. He's a fucking idiot. Sorry.
Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Like, I understand you like Bernie or you like whoever the hell else. Like,
nigga, I liked Elizabeth Warren. I go to war for that old lady. All right, but nah, yo, I'm not gonna not vote. What the fuck? Get out of here. That's stupid. Stop being a spoiled child, you fucking moron. Grow up. Grow up. Lives are at stake. Are you 6? Grow up. Oh, but I wanted this thing. Nigga, I want $1 million. What the fuck? You wake up the next day and you don't have it? You just, oh, well, I'm just going to go back to bed then. Knock it off.
Yeah, but we need the revolution now.
Yeah, revolution. Y'all niggas ain't even vote. Knock it off. Revolution.
As we all know, revolutions hinge upon one human being.
That's how they've worked through history,
Getting in
Micah.
office and automatically starting it, which would not happen. Again, I see that question asked all the time, but no one can answer what Bernie has done in the last 40 years in Congress or wherever he's at.
In Senate.
As a politician, no one can answer it.
Oh, that guy wrote to us. I don't know if he's still watching. He's probably very upset with us on our preview episode about Bernie Sanders. And he was like, this was very ignorant. And I said, okay, go to GovTrax, find me which legislation that Bernie has done that is not Vermont centric before, like, I believe it's 2016 or like 2015 or something like that. Just point them out and we can talk about them. He's done, there was one veterans bill. Good. No problem with that. Great. Name any other ones. Just no response. Maybe I should write to him and be like, hey, did you find anything? I was just waiting. I didn't know if you were.
I was, I ain't got nothing else to do.
I'm just sitting at home, man. I'm just sitting at home. You want to, like, we can go to GovTrax, like, we do a Skype call. We can go to GovTrax together. Yeah, because, see, the difference is I read. I'm not just talking out of my ass. But, whatever. Don't vote. It's fine, right? When they fucking throw your ass in a fucking gulag in the next 4 years. Or, worse yet, tie you to a 5G tower. Or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? But no, in all seriousness, look, take care of yourself, man. This shit is not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. Go out if you have to go out. Look, I got to go out this weekend, get some groceries, wrap your shit up. Look, I know black folks are leery about wearing masks because racism, and that's a super valid reason. I get it. But I'm going to risk it because I'm not trying to get this. Sorry. Everybody walking in looking like bandits from a fucking Bonnie and Clyde movie. But you know what? You just going to have to be mad because it's not worth your life. It's just not worth your life. Oh, they kicked me out of the fucking ShopRite. All right, well, they kicked you out. Go to the next ShopRite. Whatever.
No, they didn't kick people out for wearing masks because the niggas at the goddamn ShopRite are wearing masks.
Yeah, inside the store.
Have any of you been to the supermarket?
Not in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they got like at the register, they got the protective joints around the register.
Oh, really?
Gloves. They're wearing gloves and they're wearing masks. Yeah.
Good.
They're not fucking around.
Good.
Like,
good. Because like 2 weeks ago, niggas ain't have nothing on.
Yeah.
This dude was like, let me help you with your groceries. I'm like, I'm good. No. You know what? Totally fine, my man. I got it. Had my fucking just work gloves on. It's like, nah, I'm good, yo. I will handle this bread myself. It's fine. No, it's good.
They're not fucking around. Because they have to go to work.
It's dangerous.
They're at work, so they're just like, yeah, I need some form of protection. And I was there yesterday. I had to pick some stuff up. Some dude again. People were generally like they were keeping their distance from each other, but this motherfucker came up right behind me when I was in line. I'm like, yo, back up. I will fight you. Yo. I was like, can you please? Everyone else is doing what they're supposed to do. You're right on my back. Please, just back up.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, and he backed up. I'm like, yeah, no, nigga, stop.
And that's the thing is, it's easy to fall back into habits that you've always done. But I think it's going to be a while before once this is actually over, and who knows when that's going to be. Hopefully, it's when it gets really hot out. No, I mean that's a speculation. I mean, Trump seems to think that's 100% what's going to happen, but there's no guarantee in that. But hopefully, it might happen.
But then fall comes,
right? And then you have a resurgence. So hopefully, between when it gets really hot and then before fall, they come up with a vaccine. I don't know. But hopefully, when this is over, things will slowly return to normal. But it's not going to be right away. People are still going to be like, that's cool. This vaccine's great, but I don't trust it. Back up. So it's going to be a while before people just kind of get back into their general mode. Look, I look at everybody they got a fucking issue. Everybody is guilty as far as I'm concerned. I look at them like Asian people and all those hood movies look at black people when they walk into a convenience store. I don't trust you. Get out of here. Hurry up and buy. Get away from me.
I'm not taking a fucking metro. When I go
Fuck
back.
no, dude. Fuck no. You getting on the bus?
No, what the fuck?
Subway? Nigga, that's a petri dish. Get out of here.
Yeah, especially the red line. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, that's a petri dish any day.
Right. Good God.
Okay, that's it for us. We'll be back with Uncorked. Again, it's on Netflix. You can watch it there. We'll be back to talk about that in depth. Should be interesting. I do want to say one last thing. I don't know if you guys heard, Deacon is not, Deacon's been on the show, a couple times. He's not feeling great. I think it's just crabs, but I just wanted you guys to pray for him. I'm just being a dick. I haven't talked to that dude in a while. All right. So, he gonna be all right. Pray for Deacon, man. Pray for Deacon. I think I broke Micah.
Oh shit.
All right, that's it for us. We will see you guys next week for Uncorked.
See ya.
Take it.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of Black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the Black community.